Now, since President Trump took office, wasting no time issuing sweeping orders to dramatically reshape the federal government. This is a much more organized and effective start to his second term as compared to his first. CNN senior data reporter Harry Inon joining us now to run the numbers. Harry, hello. Good to see you.
Hello.
We're getting some new information about how Americans view President Trump's how he's doing his job.
Yeah. So, CBS News, YouGov came out with a poll earlier today that had him on the positive side of the ledger, and I decided to average all the polls. And you know what? The average of the polls also has him on the positive side of the ledger. All right, let's take a look. Trump's net approval rating on February 9th. Look at this. In 2025, he's at plus 4 points. Look where he was in 2017, his first term at this point. He was at minus 5 points, so he's doing nearly 10 points better on the average. And more than that, as I mentioned, it's not just the CBS News poll. It's the Ipsos poll. It's the Gallup poll. It's the Pew poll. All of these polls have him in better shape than those respective polls had him at this point back in 2017. So the bottom line is, no matter where you look, Donald Trump is more popular than he was 8 years ago at this point in his first term, and he's on the positive side of the ledger versus the negative side of the 0-point line as he was back in 2017.
And how rare is
this? Is obviously an excellent and a great thing, but it's somewhat sad in the sense that it took us to have a terrible president in play, Joe Biden, to mess up and destroy a lot of different things. Wars broke out. Gas prices went up significantly. Recession played a big part and came in at full speed. Prices of groceries shot up to ridiculous amounts. We had to hurt our economy. We had to do bad things to our country, and bad things happened around the world for us to realize that Trump was the man who needs to do the job. And that's why he became president again. That's why he won the House, he won the Senate, he won the electoral, and he won the popular vote. Democrats and Republicans alike have come to realize that he is the man and we need him. Point blank.
Where is it that Trump's in this positive territory when it comes to his approval rating?
Yeah, I remember Donald Trump's first term, and it just seemed every single day Donald Trump was in the negative territory. And it turns out it was pretty much every single day of his first term. Positive net approval rating for Donald Trump, again, using the aggregate of the polls. Look at this. In his entire first term, just 11 days was he on the positive side of the ledger. Compare that so far, every single day, all 20 days so far, he has been on the positive side of the ledger. So he has nearly doubled up the number of days in which he has a positive net approval rating from his first term. And we're only 20 days in. Every single day, Donald Trump has been in positive territory compared to just 11 days during his first term. The bottom line is, no matter which poll you look at, no matter what way you look at it, simply put, Americans like the job that Donald Trump is doing significantly more this time around than they did in his first term, when he just had 11 days in which he had a positive net approval rating compared to already nearly 3 weeks so far, Jessica.
That is.
And again, this has nothing to do with the fact that Trump did significantly worse his first term than his second term. Obviously, the second term is still fresh, but this does not explicitly show that, or as an example, that he did so much better his second time than his first. Again, what this is that people are finally understanding that what he is doing is good, which was very difficult for people to acknowledge in an honest way before. Now they have had no choice but to acknowledge it in an honest way because of the garbage that we had before with President Joe Biden and the Kamala Harris presidency.
It is pretty incredible to compare those two. So break this down then. Do you have any idea why more Americans are approving of his job, of the way he's doing his job this time around?
Yeah, of course, Donald Trump won the 2016 election. He won the 2024 election. But when you went into his first term, there were a lot of folks who simply put did not think that Donald Trump was doing what he promised. Back in April of 2017, it was just 46%. Compare that to 70% so far So a big reason why Donald Trump is significantly more popular now than he was at this point in his first term is because, simply put, the American people believe he is fulfilling his campaign promises in a way that they did not believe he was doing, believed he was getting off on the wrong track back in 2017. They believe he's following his campaign promises this time around, and that is, I believe, a big reason why so many more Americans are approving of the job that he's doing compared to his first term at this point.
And the president is there in New Orleans. He's going to attend the Super Bowl tonight, the first sitting president to do so. Obviously, Americans have very strong preferences on who they want to win the Super Bowl. What did you find on that?
Yeah, I love looking at this poll data. Sometimes, we do the politics stuff, but I really love the sports stuff, the fun stuff, dare I say, although I find politics to be fun as well. The team America prefers to win. Well, remember, the Kansas City Chiefs were involved.
So again, this poll is a couple of days old. They recently came out a new one a couple days ago, and the results are still, but also similar. And at the end of the day, it just shows that, when it comes to the job that Trump has done, that the American people are completely on board. And before, for whatever reason, they weren't on board before. And again, it takes us to get a bad president like Joe Biden for everyone to understand the excellent job that Trump's doing. So we're going to see, as things continue to unravel, the great job that he continues to do moving forward in the future. And make sure you like this video and subscribe, and you will see more videos like this coming up soon. See you on the next video.